when someone asks you, how are you? You don't say to them, you don't unload everything to them. You sort of go like, I'm fine, I'm good. That was what I was doing on a day-to-day basis before going into treatment. When anyone asked me how I was doing, I was like, I'm fine, I'm good. I'm fine, I'm good. It was a lie. It was an absolute lie. Because really deep down, I felt horrible and broken, and I needed help. And I was pretty much doing that for my first couple of sessions with everyone on the team. I was sort of, with Andrew, I was like, no, I'm fine, I'm good. But why am I in this service? Why have I gone to the GP? No, I'm fine, I'm good. That's what I kept saying. I felt like I couldn't make it through treatment, and I kind of gave up on myself. I think the important thing about anyone's journey within treatment is my own, like what I thought of treatment was, someone's going to say something, someone's going to give me the right medication, and that was it. I was solved, I felt better, and that was it. When reality was, it's a journey to a point where you don't even realize you feel better. Like, you just sort of, one day you're like, oh, hang on a minute, I've come so far, and I've gone from being this human being that was, broken and felt hopeless to someone that feels strong and confident with themselves and truly has more empathy and more understanding and thinking life is beautiful, from not wanting to wake up every day to being like, sweet, I've got another day. I can do this. I can see what I'm able to do and to achieve.
A lot of people, they draw a parity between physical health and mental health, and they talk about things like if you've broken your arm, it's like an X-ray, you can see it. And you can see the break, whereas with mental health, it's not as easy, it's not as linear, is it? What you're saying, this recovery journey was a process, and you couldn't really analyse it or see it. It just happened without noticing. So, Bennett, it would be great to hear a bit more specifically, maybe about how Robert helped you.
It was important for myself that a meaningful job, something that I found fulfilling, was really important for myself. Trying to work out what were my passions, what fulfilled me, regardless of you don't get the job or whatever, what's a journey you want to be, a direction you want to be going into. And at the end of our conversations, it really came down to being, working in the film and TV industry. I had no idea how to get into those industries, apart from the standards, send a CV over, but that doesn't work for me, because I'm like, hang on, where's the human contact? Where's the sort of speaking to people? So Robert, to himself, went around and he found a course working with Signature Pictures, Signature Pictures Academy actually, and that was a 2-week course of filmmakers just sort of preparing to be a freelance filmmaker, trying to work out what avenue you want to be in film or TV, and providing those contacts. And thankfully for you, Robert, you enabled me to build those contacts and made something feel very hopeless into something, actually, no, here's a road path I can go onto and take me in a direction where I am on now. One of the first things said to me about being a freelance filmmaker was make sure there's 2 different ways of making money. So I do labouring on the side, but as well, that enables me to build up, in between shoots, I can have a shoot 1 week or 1 month and be financially stable. Where in a case of, if I was purely just doing filmmaking, I'd probably be like, I'll have 1 shoot here for 1 month and another shoot there for 1 month, and there'd be a lot of stress. Where this sort of avenue of both sides of being able to do filmmaking and not be stressed about it financially enables me to be the best creative self in that process, and that's be a beautiful thing. And yeah, something I wanted to be doing for years, and now to be doing it, yeah, it puts a smile on my face every time.
So you've kind of got your day job, as
yes.
it were, in construction.
I'm not Batman, but yeah.
No. Certainly, you're kind of getting your daily money, and you're getting the occasional freelance gig filming. Where would you like to see yourself in 5 years' time?
If there was no limitations of it, and I could wish upon it, I would like to be the director of live shooting. I don't know if that's the right terminology. Basically, the live director for Formula 1. So when the race is on, being the person that chooses the camera angle, to go camera 1, to go camera 6. That provides me both with, one, my adrenaline rush of what I've done for years with BMX and everything else, at the same time with live sport, and Formula 1 is my other passion to that. To do that is going to be a journey, but it's just finding those avenues and finding those opportunities. And there's one thing I've learned from this whole journey of myself and process is taking the opportunities of recovery and it's enabled me to go to higher places, and just keeping an eye for those opportunities when they do come up. Yeah, it's an opportunity for growth for yourself. And yeah, I'm on that journey. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I don't mind walking in that direction. And I didn't mind walking in the direction of recovery, going from the middle of nowhere in the sea to finding land. So it's just taking that time to do that.
And before you came into the services, in terms of the health services, you weren't. You were doing jobs that you're unfulfilled. It's funny that as a result of being in a health service, you're now doing something meaningful. And actually, that seems to have had a massive impact on your life and also your recovery, which is why employment is so important to the recovery pathway. Yeah. I didn't know that about Formula One. I thought you wanted to do like Steven Spielberg type.
Maybe when the project's time is right and everything. Yeah. I love Formula One cars. I love the way they sound. I love the way they drive. I watch enough on the weekends. I might as well be on set. Might as well doing it instead.
And I think, given your determination and your ambition and commitment, I think that got you to where you are now. You've every chance of getting where you want to be.
Me as a patient, when I was speaking to yourself, it was a very sort of candid conversation, but it led in a positive direction. So what was the process of my recovery from your perspective? For me, I went from being lost and confused to purpose and direction. So how did you convert that to that?
Well, I have only you to thank for that. I think at the start, I saw a very capable individual and just needed to basically scratch beneath the surface and get in touch with your sort of inner essence, if you like, and identify with your goals, your interests, your hobbies. And I just invited you at the time to be curious, have no sort of preconceptions, no judgments, and look. If you saw employment as being something meaningful and giving more purpose to your life, to pursue those goals, but ultimately, rather than, as you've identified already, as being formulative to your success, was not focusing exclusively on the goal, but focusing on the journey. And I think that was what we worked on together.